Hello, my name is Jess. I am new to this YouTube thing. For years and years and years, have loved reaction YouTubers, loved YouTube, and I decided that, I watch all of these people. I have a lot of opinions too. I'm super, super opinionated, and I can do that too. Um, so I'm here, ready to talk about anything and everything. So today, our first video is going to be about, things I'm doing in 2026 to save some money. So I hope that you follow along. I hope that you subscribe and hang out with me a little bit. But without further ado, thanks for watching and let's get started. All right, so the first thing that I'm doing in 2026 to save some money is I canceled my Amazon Prime. So if you're not familiar, Amazon Prime, it's like $15 or something like that a month, and you get free 2 day shipping. Um, and yeah, you just get free 2 day shipping. Um, So there's also like some access to their streaming platform and stuff like that. And so I canceled it because I felt like the shipping, the free 2 day shipping thing was encouraging me to impulse buy. And also, I was just buying stuff that I really didn't need. Um or could have waited or like could have found somewhere else. So anyways, I was buying a lot of things with Amazon Prime. Didn't necessarily need them. So I definitely had to take a look there and see what I was doing and how I could improve. Um, Also, I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but the 2 day shipping is about a 50-50 on if it's actually 2 days. So, so I felt like I was paying for that, and I didn't actually get all of my stuff in 2 days, so I'm like paying for that and I'm not getting what I'm supposed to be getting. And then also with the streaming service, I didn't really use it that much anyway, but then every time I would try to find a movie that I couldn't find on something else that I had, like Netflix or something like that, you still have to rent the movie. So I kind of feel like there's not really a point in paying for the subscription if you also still have to rent the movie, but that is just my opinion. And anyways, I canceled Amazon Prime, so I'm gonna be saving about $15 a month there. And that's just with the subscription cost, but also with just the limited impulse buying. I have been on Amazon since I've canceled Amazon Prime a couple of weeks ago, and it has stopped me from purchasing because I've looked at it and I'm like, okay, I want this thing. I get to the end where they give you the shipping cost, and I'm like, ooh, I don't want to pay $5 or $6 for shipping. So it's already working for me. So all right. The second thing that I'm doing to save money in 2026 are a couple of like small little no buys. Um so I am not allowed to buy any clothes or books. I a couple of years ago, when I was a kid, I used to be a super avid reader. And so a couple of years ago, I got back into reading and I just fell back in love with it. And with that, I bought like about 1 million books. And so I have not had the time to complete them all. So I have more than enough books between a couple of years ago buying all of those books and then going to like little free libraries and the library and stuff like that. I have more than enough books to probably last me like a couple of years without rereading anything. So there is absolutely no reason to buy any more of them right now until I finish my collection. So yeah, and then similarly with clothes. Um, I have always really liked clothing and really wanted to express myself through fashion. And over 2025, I became a full adult and I feel like my frontal lobe kind of fully formed there. And I upgraded my wardrobe to be like a little more mature. I'm in the process of getting rid of things, and it has given me um I wouldn't say an annoyance with how many things I have, but I have realized that I have more than enough and I do not need any more. I went through and made all the outfits I want to make between thrifting and buying on ThreadUp and Vinted and buying some new things, and I just do not need any more until stuff breaks. The exception to that is, of course, if I need essentials, like I have a winter jacket that breaks, or I need new socks, I need new underwear, something like that. I'm allowed to buy that, but just kind of like going to the clothes section and browsing and things like that, I am not allowed to do that. And I am happy to keep you all updated on how the no buying of the books goes and the no buying of the clothes goes, because I am starting off pretty strong, but I'm not sure the whole year is gonna go that way. So, all right. The third thing I'm doing in 2026 is working on eating out less. I feel like this is on everybody's New Year's resolution or like money saving list, and it's because it should be. Um, and I so far in the first week of 2026, I'm not doing so great on this. It's a work in progress for sure. Um, but I um there are times I really love to cook, but there are times where my fiance and I, we have a horrible week, and it feels like we go out to eat like 4 or 5 times a week. And it adds up. It gets very expensive. So I'm trying to really avoid doing that in 2026 just because, I need to save money. Um, and to be honest, the restaurant quality um these days has gone way down. I mean, there's a million videos about how all the food from all the restaurants now is coming off the Cisco truck. So if you're interested in that, look at that. But the food quality is not that great. Usually when I go places, I'm like, I just paid $30 for that meal and it wasn't so good. So, anyways, food quality not great. And then the prices have gone up substantially since the pandemic too. So I'm trying to use my love for cooking to basically save myself some money, do better there. Yeah. Alrighty. The fourth thing that I'm doing this year to save some money is to not buy treats and candy at work. All right, so let me explain this one. So, at my job, I work in an office. In the break room, there is a kiosk full of snacks. So, like chips, gummy candies, there's soda, water, all sorts of things, candy bars and stuff like that there. And I am a victim to the like 2 to 3 p.m. slump at work, and usually what I do is I go get some candy. I get all that sugar in my system, and then I'm good to go for the rest of the day. And these purchases end up being like $1 to $3 a day. So they're non-essential purchases. It's candy, so it's not very good for me. So I'm trying to stop. I'm just trying to be like a healthier person, of course, and that's easier said than done just because I hit that 2 to 3 p.m. slump every day, and then I want something. So don't let me know if you can relate to that. But the kiosk thing at work, it makes it super easy to just go in there and buy something. So I'm really trying to like limit my purchases there, just so I can be better for my health, really. And then also save some money as a bonus. All right. The fifth thing that I'm doing to save some money is trying to stop doing my impulse purchasing. So what I'm doing is like if I'm scrolling on Instagram or I see something online that I want, I am screenshotting that item and then putting it in its own album in my camera, my photo gallery. So I can hold on to that picture, and then I kind of look at that gallery like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and if there's something that I still want after a few weeks, I will go buy it. Keeping in mind that I'm not allowed to be buying any books or clothes. Um, this year I'm not allowed to do that. But keeping that in those items in mind, so I don't have to buy them right now, right this second. I can buy them in a couple of weeks if I still want them. And that has saved me a lot of money. I actually kind of started doing this like towards the end of 2025, just because like there were a lot of items I wanted, but I was starting to feel like, you have enough clothing. Um, so it's worked for me so far. So if you have a problem with impulse purchasing, that may be an idea for you, is to try to kind of like stop. Let me screenshot it so I don't forget it, hang on to it, and come back to it for a couple of weeks. If you still want it, you can buy it. It saved me a lot. I have like 50 pictures in that camera gallery of items, and they go all the way back to like the fall of 2025, and I haven't bought all of those things. So it saved me a lot of money that way. Okay, the sixth and final thing that I think I am going to do, um, and I haven't really fully figured this out yet, how everything works, is that, but I'd like to start couponing. When I was a kid, through parts of my childhood, it was just me and my mom. You know, we didn't have really any money, and we really relied on couponing. And I feel like, that was the early 2000s. That's when we still had like newspapers. The internet hadn't like really taken over yet. Um, but I feel like couponing has kind of died. And I could be wrong. Please don't come for me, couponers, in the comments. So, um, but I feel like it's significantly slowed down. Like I never even see newspapers or anything like that anymore. So I am working on finding out like digitally how to use coupons. I do have Ibotta, so if you are into couponing or you want to get into couponing, check out Ibotta. It's an app where they have digital coupons, and I've used that sporadically over the years, but I'm trying to get more serious about it. I'm trying to get more serious into looking at manufacturing coupons and seeing if I can print anything out. So if you have any tips or resources that I can use, I would love that. But yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna try to get into. I haven't fully figured it out yet. So yeah, but that is my list of things that I'm trying to do to save money. So I'd love to hear, if you what you're doing. Did you think about any of these things? Have you tried any of these things? Do you also have the same book and clothes buying problem that I have? That sort of thing. But yeah, just a quick short video to introduce myself and like just get the topics going. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can use Buy Me a Coffee. I'll link to the description to my Buy Me a Coffee. That would be fantastic. Thank you so much in advance. But have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.